What's up, guys? My name is Wes, this is Piece Parts, and in this super awesome nerdy episode, we're making this happen. Pretty cool, huh? Stick around. Alright, so the first thing you see me doing here is poking all the LEDs in from the back. It's the same thing I did on the running light install in the last video, but this one's got quite a few more LEDs to actually poke through. So nothing really too crazy, it's just kind of time consuming. And so basically what I do is I go off of the schematic, just like I did in the last video, and put them in the correct orientation, and then later I'll fold the leads all over, solder them down. You get the idea. It's pretty basic. Alright, got all of the LEDs poked through for the turn signal portion now. So we're going to be the same process like we did with the running lights. Bend all the LEDs over, solder the connections together. If there's a problem anywhere along the line, we want to catch it as soon as we can, so testing very often will keep us from having a problem near the end. So, that's what we're going to do, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, everybody, so now we got all of our resistors placed in line with all of the series circuits that go into our turn signal. So if you see here, I've got 14 volts right here going through, and every single one of those panels lights up. So that's going to be something about like how our turn signal actually will be. So now hopefully what we can do is start playing with some of the programming on the Ghozt Module and seeing if we can wire some of these up. See if we can get it to work. Alright, everybody, so off camera here, what I've done is I've taken my panel that had all the LEDs in there, and I've hooked up some wires to each one of them, wired them into the Ghozt Module here. They're just pushed in there for now. I don't have them actually soldered in. I'll solder those into the actual outputs later. I just wanted to put this together so I could kind of test it. And so I've got it set up here. I've got power's going to it. My power supply is turned on. I've got power going into the board right here. And if I take this, I should be able to turn the show mode on. Just like that. Some of the wires there are touching in the middle. Because I don't have it soldered together yet, but there we go, that's better. So that's the show mode, and then if I were to use the turn signal, this might be kind of difficult because you have to pulse it. It looks something like this. Now I need to do some adjusting in it and get the parking lights set up so that I have the parking light, the running light on all the time, and then when I turn the turn signal on, it'll just turn on the actual sequential section instead of turning on the running light with it as well. Because right now, when I notice right now it's powered up, but no running lights are on, and when I power up the turn signal, get the right wire here. When I power up the turn signal, it turns on the running light as well. until and then it turns off until I reset the wire and go fast enough that it'll stay. Yeah, so something like that. And as I'm noticing this, the signal is also backwards, so I will need to swap that in the programming. It's pretty easy to program. All I need to do is go into there and kind of change some of the outputs around, and then should be able to go. So basically what I want to happen is, since this is on my passenger side of the car, I want it to fill in this way for the turn signal instead of going this way and filling up. So just minor little details like that, programming changes, and we should be good. So this is a really, really awesome step. Guys, if you haven't checked them out already, go check out Ghozt Lighting if you're interested in this kind of stuff at all. He makes a really awesome board here. It's super easy to use, super easy to program. He's got really nice videos on how to do all that, and that's what I've been using to get to this point. And it hasn't been too hard so far. So that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. In this one, we got all the sequential, all the turn signal lights put in and wired up and stuff, and then we got the actual Ghozt module tested, and it's working just like we want it to. So we got to change the programming in the next episode, and hopefully try to get this a little bit refined and get it a little bit further into development.
Alright guys, that is going to be a wrap on this week's episode. Super awesome step. We got some really awesome stuff happening. We got the light all assembled. We got one side all assembled anyway. And we got the programming all set up to do exactly what we want to be doing. Right now I've got my revised version of my show mode. I'm probably still going to do some tweaking to it. I still got to do some more tweaking to the turn signals and stuff. And there's definitely some more work to be done even on just the programming side of things. But really, next thing that needs to happen is I need to coat the back of the LED board and the Ghozt module in epoxy, like potting them, if you're familiar with that term. And so that's probably what we're going to be doing on the next week's episode, is doing that. And then I'll probably try to get into some of the programming there and kind of show you what I've learned so far, trying to mess with some of the coding and things like that. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more of this super awesome stuff. And that's all I got. We'll see you next time. Peace. I have the chips right here.